One very important thing separating you from becoming a highly profitable Amazon seller. And it's not building complex systems, automating everything, or anything like that. It is understanding the simple fundamentals of product sourcing. So in this video, I'm going to show you the best way to find products to sell on Amazon as a beginner and give you all the secrets to creating extra margin in those products. Because I talk to a lot of Amazon sellers who understand bits and pieces, but in order to win as an Amazon seller for years to come, you need to understand how to put it all together. So in this video, I'm showing you my $5 million product research strategy. Steal this and grow your own Amazon business. So in order to get started sourcing anything on Amazon, I always just go to listings like this, where you can see there's lots of third-party sellers. And down here on SellerAmp, I can see that there's lots of people having success making sales on this product. It doesn't really matter what it is, to be honest. A great starting point to find more winning items is going to be any profitable product you might already have or any profitable product we find in today's video. And the reason why that's just the simplest way to start, not opening up random websites, not calling suppliers, wholesalers, all that kind of stuff, is because these sellers have already done the work of looking and understanding which products sell well on Amazon, and they've done the work to make sure that they're actually profitable, right? So we can take a lot of the guesswork out and connect the dots to find profitable products of our own, right? So as I'm going through here, I like to open up the storefronts of people with, especially if you're a brand new Amazon seller, not too many feedback. Like this person has 6 feedback, this person has like 5. So these would be great starting points because they can basically sell the exact same opportunities that you have access to. So there's not really any issues as far as brand gating goes, being able to create the margin, that kind of thing. You're going to have all the same tools at your disposal. And let's go through here and see if we can even just create some profit looking at these products here. As I'm going through here, the biggest question I'm asking myself is, do I think I can buy it for this max cost option? So in this case, if I think I can buy this game for $10, then I'm going to go ahead and Google it and see if I'm right. If I am, I get to buy it and it's profitable. In this case, I think these are like $15 to $20. Also, just anecdotally, like sports video games, they tend to go down in price pretty quick because they make a new one every year. So I'm not super interested in that. I can also see like this bra right here. This is $5.45 as a max cost. I don't think I'm getting that for $5. Let's see, these pants, we've actually seen these pants in some previous videos and those are profitable. I'm going to find some new stuff for this video just in case you've seen any of the past content, but those are profitable. Let's check some of these out. So there's like some boys underwear, stuff like that. You'll end up selling anything under the sun, right? As long as the profit looks good. Let's see, so we can get these for $13, which I don't know, that seems not so super unreasonable. Let's see, Goodfellow & Co. So this is a Target brand. That's another good place to start, by the way. If you see Target retail arbitrage brands, or if you see Walmart brands like Goodfellow & Co., Great Value, Up and Up, brands like that, those brands are only sold at major retail stores. So if someone has it in their storefront, that means they have to be buying other products from those big websites, right? So we know exactly where they're getting a lot of their inventory. And let's see if we can dig in on these. Let's see, what specific pattern was it? I think it had the little checkered thing at the top. Yeah, I think it's these right here, but definitely want to go ahead and check these out. These might be profitable. And then, yeah, so I see the max cost on these is like $12.75. And then these are $13 from our source website. So we might have to do some margin creation here. Let's see, this is the size 4 to 5, and that is $27. Let's see. So yeah, usually we can get some extra money. I assume the spinner is always going to give me 15%. So it's always going to give me 15%. By the way, if you ever see a website where it lets you plug in your email address and get 15% off, let's say my email is warner@gmail.com. If I want to get a coupon code, I punch in my email right there, and then I'll get emailed the coupon code, right? But I don't have to create a bunch of new email addresses to make this coupon code over and over again. So instead, I can use a simple little email trick here to create as many coupon codes as I want. I can add up, literally, I'll just spam my keyboard after the plus, and then Gmail will automatically redirect to whatever's before the plus. So I can get these 15% off coupon codes as many times as I want here. And I don't even think I'm going to need them for this specifically. So let's see, if we're buying these for 13, what do we got? We have the 6, 7, 8, and 14s in stock. I don't think that was what we were looking at. Let's start with 6, 7 right here and see if these are profitable. So 6, 7 selling for $26, $13 right there. All right, so this is where a lot of people, they're not making profit as an Amazon seller because they get here and it's, oh, I can't make profit. Maybe they're going and checking that catch-all email code. They're taking things to the next level and they maybe are able to get some extra money here. But another really easy way to create some extra profit in your business is by buying discounted money at that specific retailer where you already know you have a profitable item. So for example, at Card Depot, I can get a 13% off on Carter's gift cards. So what that means is I can go in and I can buy $100 worth of Carter's gift cards for $87. And as soon as I do that, profit is guaranteed. So I don't have to worry about it not going through or anything like that. And then they're going to email me that gift card. And then at checkout, I just use that gift card instead of my credit card. So now what I can do is I can go into this cost, and we're buying it for 13 bucks, but now we also get 13% off. And now we're actually paying 11.31, and that makes this item profitable, right? So that's a huge key that a lot of people never really get a grasp on. This is another profitable size. So you can see like the 8s are profitable as well. And then the 14s, we can check those, see what price those are at. What was it? 11? It was like 11.81, 11.31, something like that. Yeah. So 13 minus 13%. Yeah. 11.31. So those are profitable too. So you can see there's 3 sizes right there. And by the way, I'd probably go ahead and pick up probably 5 to 10 pairs. In this example, I'd probably pick up 10 pairs of each one, because this whole listing sells like 240 times a month. So I'd probably go ahead and get 10 pairs of each of those. That's going to be $4 to $5 profit per unit. After we sell it, that kind of stuff, that's going to be 80 to 100 bucks in profit. And the nice part is, as I'm running through all this, by the way, my fees are including sales tax. So I've got it baked into my SellerAmp settings. I've also got a little bit of a miscellaneous fee for like a poly bag, or that item's share of the box I'm gonna have to buy to put it in, that kind of thing. And I'm also including inbound shipping, which costs about 60 cents a pound. So all those extra fees are included, by the way, if you're worried about that. But let's go ahead and keep diving on in here and see what else I can find. We need to get for $13.29. I see a lot of these are like 18 bucks. We need a really good discounted gift card, but we can always check and see. So yeah, we can get 8% off at Target today, but that's not really going to cut it. We need 40%, which I'm buying those for personal use if Target ever goes 40% off. Let's see. So 32 degrees. This is a polo, that kind of thing. Seems like a cool polo as well, that kind of thing. Might be selling more and more as the weather gets warmer here. Let's see if they've got this one. So this is actually promising, because I see this is initially popping up at 8 bucks right here, or 7 bucks right here. Cool classic. All right, let's see. So royal blue. Do they have the royal blue here? Royal blue heather. That doesn't look like the same blue. So you might have some customer complaints or something like that. So on this, if we're buying these for 7, the ROI is crazy. So I might actually test a few units and see if people return it, maybe 3 to 5, see if people return it or not. If they do, then no worries. I've got plenty of margin baked in. That one is interesting though. I'm going to try to find something a little bit cleaner. Let's see. So we got a 3-pack of boxers here. These might be profitable. Let's see. It's a 3-pack. I think it is right there. Make sure those look the same. Yeah. So I just want to make sure these look the same here. 5-inch boxers, 5-inch 3-pack. Yeah, those are the same thing right there. Let's see. And we can get those for $11.99, which means over here on this listing, I see the large right here selling for $28. We're buying for $11.99. That's a $5 profit right there. Not a bad example. We can also see if there's any other sizes that are decently expensive in the white ones here. 34. Yeah, there's a bunch of these that are profitable. Yeah, $11.99, selling for $25. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So let's keep on rolling here, right? Finding plenty of profit here. By the way, if you go to sell some of these products in your store and you're gated where it says you need to apply to sell these products, all you need to do is, in this case, go buy 10 of those units from Jockey, buy 10 of those units from 32 Degrees, Carter's, and then submit that to Amazon. If you get any denials, that's totally normal. It's kind of part of the process. Amazon's just making sure that there's no fake counterfeit sellers on the platform. So if you do get any denials, just keep submitting. Usually I have to submit a few times for my store, and that's totally normal, but just use that invoice that you're going to get emailed to you by Jockey, just like the order confirmation, that kind of thing. And let's see what else we got here. So these are like a bra or something like that. Decently high return rate. So I want to make sure that our profit is nice and high on these if we do end up checking them out. But let's see. So this is like the sand shell one. Are these like maybe from Belk? I see the source website, like the brand websites themselves. Let's see. Sand shell. Is that the same thing right there? Yeah, that looks the same. What size is this one? So this is small. You can see that up in the SellerAmp title. If I move that away, you see how it says small when I mouse over it. That helps me figure out which one I'm looking at. And let's see. So these are $13.60. So it's $5 profit. Usually for bras and stuff like that, I want to make like at least like 40 to 45% ROI at the very least, just because you're going to get some returns. Let's see. So from Belk, we might be able to get 17% off. I want to double check that, because that seems really high, but I'm usually more reliant on stuff like Car Depot is usually pretty trustworthy. So I see the 11% off one is $20. I don't want to mess with that, but I can get 9% off. I can buy a $100 gift card. I don't have any problems messing with that right there, just because I don't want to punch a bunch of like tiny gift card values. Yeah, this one has some decent 9%. There's 8.6 on a 500. Pretty conservatively, we can get 8.5% here. So let me go back to that listing and go minus 9%, or I'll just do 8% just to be super conservative. And yeah, so this is $6.50 profit, 51% ROI, that kind of thing. And then the smalls are also in stock on the sand shell ones here. You can also check and see which of these other sizes and colors and that kind of thing might be profitable as well. So like we can just check like the mediums, for example. Yeah, so mediums. So in this case, the mediums are being sold by Amazon. So you can see Amazon's on the listing in the buy box. You can also see on the chart on SellerAmp how Amazon's pretty much always there selling it for $17. I'm going to go ahead and skip that. Let's see if we can find anything else that's interesting here. We're already finding plenty of winners, so hopefully it's starting to make sense clicking for you. I'm going to scroll past a lot of these just because I don't think we're going to end up buying those for $3.79. Actually, I might check this one out. It's a little bit of a slow seller. Usually I look for 30 sales a month, but if the profit's really good, I might be interested. Let's see, anytime skort here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm seeing these a little bit more expensive on average. See, a lot of those are like 30 to $50. We aim for 20. Yeah, I'm just going to keep scrolling. There might be some profit there, but I'm just hunting for some of the easier stuff to dig up here with you guys. Let's see. So $7 on some, like I said, I'll sell anything if the profit looks good. Some herring. Let's check it out. So these are basically $2 each. Kipper. What's funny is you see how the 6-pack is more per unit than the other one? It does the same thing. Yeah, they look the same. Packaging looks pretty much the same thing. That's funny. So the single is $1.92 and the 6-pack is more than $2 per unit. And then we need 4 of these for $7. So the math's not going to quite work out. But on grocery, there's no returns. So sometimes I will buy lower profit items just because there's no return. So there's no extra expenses or anything like that incurred. So these are $1.92. We need 4 of them. So yeah, we're buying these for $7.68, but it's just a tiny bit shy of that ROI I like to look for. If it was $7.65, it would be an ideal ROI. Profit per unit's not the highest. I'm not in love with this, but it is consistent, non-returnable profit, that kind of thing. But yeah, like I said, you can sell anything under the sun. So I guess canned fish is profitable today too, right? Yeah, don't limit yourself. So I'm seeing these max costs are pretty low here. I'm just pretty sure we're not getting these for $2. It could also be one of those things where these people are also doing some retail arbitrage. So they're going out to the store and they're scanning those barcodes with the seller app and it's showing them that they can dig up some profit. Maybe they are getting it really cheap. Let's see. Yeah, like I bet this was a retail arbitrage find because it's only profitable. You can get it for $6 and they're like 16 online. So I bet there was like a cheap bottle of it sitting on the shelves or something like that. Let's see. So this one, Dr. Bronner's, I've actually seen some of this doing some retail arbitrage as well, but this might actually be profitable just online. So let's check into this here because I can see, yeah. So right now there's also a lot of good sales going on as well. So I can see 20% off I might be able to get on this. And we need to buy it for, let's see, probably $8.95. But I also see someone's on this for $17. So I don't think that's going to be quite profitable enough. Usually I'm looking to buy things for about half or less of what I plan to sell it for. So in this case, if I'm buying it for $8 or $9 and I'm selling for 16, it's going to be tight, but we can definitely check it out actually. Let's see. So $16.91. So yeah, looking at this at $16.91, we need to buy it for $6.45. We can get 20% off, but that's not going to be good enough there. It's close, but not quite. Let's see. What is this thing? Interesting. It looks like it could, maybe it is a buck or two. No, that's $3. We need to buy it for $2.30. Interesting. But yeah, stuff like this can also be interesting too. Like I've looked into plumbing parts and all kinds of random stuff. Like really just sell anything that's profitable for the most part. Let's see. Some lipstick here. What is the deal with this? Let's see. Maybe $25. We need to buy it for 19. If we can get like a coupon or something like that, it would be nice and profitable. Let's see. Yeah. So for coupons, always check Capital One Shopping. And yeah, so in this case, we can plug in our email and get 15% off. Let me see. Maybe 20%. I think 20 would actually be enough for it to be interesting. So let's go ahead and test and see if Capital One Shopping is going to save us here. So I'll go ahead and copy that coupon code. Go ahead and head to the bag and test it out. Let's see. Yeah. So this code that said it was 20% is not working, but this one is working. And we're getting them for just over basically $21 per unit. We can check and see if the prices are hopping up at all. That would be interesting if they are. I do see a lot of these like 35. So this is the most expensive one. And let's see. So usually 35. So if we buy for 21, it's a $3.70 profit. It's pretty tight though. It does have a history of selling for more in the past, so like $37. This is really valuable, is taking good care of the products that you're looking at that are not quite profitable right now or are profitable during certain seasons, that kind of thing. You're setting yourself up to succeed in the future. So in this case, like this product is almost good when I found it. This is like a type of list you can come back to and things are going to become good over time. So I click that Google Sheet right there. And then if I open that Google Sheet up, you're going to see here's a bunch of products that I've added where it's almost good when I sourced it, but it wasn't quite. So I might even say this is good if 20% off, only found 15% off. And then I can also take the source link over here. Let me grab this source link, go back over here, paste it right there. So now I know exactly, okay, when there's a 20% off coupon code, I can come in here and buy this from Fenty here in this example. It just wasn't quite profitable when I was looking at it, right? So a lot of different ways to add some extra profit to your business, taking care of those extra leads, buying discounted gift cards. And by the way, when you're taking advantage of all these deals, make sure you always just check out through Cashback Monitor as well. Basically, this will show you who has the best cashback rates for the day, depending on all the different cashback portals. So like that jockey stuff we saw earlier, I know I can just get, most of these are just like a free Chrome extension you can get. I use Top Cashback a ton. I've actually never seen Good Shot before. Interesting. Yeah. So it's one of the, basically these companies make money as affiliates. And so you can go through and just check out and basically they get some money that they share with you when you buy those items from that website. And this adds up to be massive money. Like for my business, we're doing a couple million a year, but the cashback alone pays for the vast majority of my living expenses. This can be serious money if you're really stacking it properly. And then that also goes hand in hand with using credit cards that have high cashback rewards, that kind of thing. That's just a good way to add some extra bonus money to your business as well. But now you understand the most efficient way to source new products to sell on Amazon as a beginner in 2025. Make sure you grab a 2-week free trial of SellerAmp down below if you want to start sourcing winning products for your business. And also drop any questions down below in the comment section. We're always happy to help you out if you have any quick questions. But I really appreciate you watching this video. And if you want to see some common traps that new Amazon sellers might fall into, click this video right here.